The 5 Best Pet Hair Self-Emptying 2024, tested and reviewed. Cleaning is a breeze with these clever machines. Even the best robot vacuums can struggle with picking up pet hair. Cats, dogs, and even rabbits are constantly shedding their fluffy coats. This fur clumps up on hard floors or gets tangled up in carpet, especially difficult for smaller-sized robot vacuums to clean. If you share a home with 4-legged family members, you'll need a robot vacuum strong enough to pull up pet hair without clogging. We've evaluated and reviewed the performance of dozens of robot vacuums to find the cleaners that remove the most pet hair. As part of this scoring rubric, each machine was tasked with collecting 20 grams of assorted fur types from hard floors and carpet, ensuring it didn't blow away the samples or get jammed in the process. We then weighed out whatever hair was left behind to calculate effectiveness. The iRobot Roomba J7 Plus self-emptying robot vacuum is the best model overall, thanks to the robust iRobot app for advanced automation, durable body design, and nearly flawless debris pickup. Whether you need a vacuum with advanced obstacle avoidance to evade the occasional dog poop, or you're shopping on a budget, we have recommendations across any range. These are the best robot vacuum for pet hair self-emptying. Number 1. Best robot vacuum for pet hair self-emptying overall, iRobot Roomba Combo J7 Plus. One of our favorite robot vacuums is the Roomba Combo J7 Plus. Many robot vacuums come and go through my home for testing, but this one earned a permanent spot. Part of why it's so loved is because it can handle all of the pet hair on our floor, whether it's been just a day or several days since it last ran. The robot self-empties as soon as the dustbin is full instead of waiting until the end of the job, like other robot vacuums. If it is peak shedding season, it's common for the J7 Plus to empty 4 or 5 times during a single job, never leaving any pet hair behind. In addition, it's simply an intelligent robot. The J7 Plus comes with the POP guarantee, an innovative promise from the manufacturer that the robot vacuum will avoid pet waste instead of creating accidental smearing, or iRobot this means will replace your robot vacuum at no additional avoiding cost. Pet toys, shoes, cords, and other household objects. Customers agree, touting the vacuum's ability to navigate obstacles and deliver clean floors. One reviewer commented, "The AI never ceases to amaze me. This thing makes decisions about which room to vacuum next, goes around wires, and avoids pet waste. It's very good at suction and goes slow enough to do a bang of a job cleaning the carpet." All in all, the iRobot Roomba Combo J7 Plus is one of the best pure vacuuming robots on the market. Its auto-empty bin and mopping system worked perfectly in our tests and are a huge value add above its competitors, even if it will take a little longer to complete its job and a little more effort to prep and maintain the robot. Even with its areas of improvement, the Combo J7 Plus is still a quality buy from one of the best robot vacuum companies in the world today. Number 2. Best budget robot vacuum for pet hair self-emptying, Shark AV2501AE AI Robot Vacuum with XL HEPA Self-Empty Base. The Shark AI Ultra is decent for bare floors. It clears pet hair and small and bulky debris on this surface type without much of a problem. Its self-emptying base station also reduces hands-on maintenance requirements since you won't have to manually empty debris from its base station at the end of every cleaning session. Its LiDAR mapping system results in quicker room mapping than most other Shark robot vacuums, though it can register some benign household objects as hazards to avoid. Carpet cleaning. The Shark AI earned a good performance in our carpet cleaning tests, weighted at 15% of the overall score. However, it did behave a little erratic in some of our tests. The Shark AI is nearly perfect. It also did an exceptional job in our oatmeal submetric, picking up all grains and only leaving some small bits in one small area. Unfortunately, when it came to cereal, it did a terrible job, or one might say it didn't do a job at all. It left nearly all the cereal behind, practically undisturbed. It did a slightly better job lifting flour, but not great, as this seems to be a difficult task for many robot vacuums. Hard surface cleaning. The Shark AI could not carry its impressive carpet cleaning performance over to our hard surface cleaning metric. Rice was a very difficult material for the Shark on hard surfaces. It did more flinging and displacing than cleaning. It did well on the course compared to other robots we tested when it came to oatmeal pickup. Cereal also proved to be a difficult task for the Shark AI, as it is for many robot vacuums, but it practically could not clean any cereal at all. Lastly, it did a substandard job cleaning flour, failing to pick it up, but to its credit, it did not distribute the mess as badly as many other products we tested. Pet hair. The Shark AI did a terrible job of collecting pet hair from carpets, leaving more than 95% of hair behind. This was one of the worst pet hair pickups we've experienced. The Shark AI is not for anyone hoping to get some automated pet hair maintenance done in between more thorough house cleanings, so if you have furry friends, look elsewhere. Number 3. Best Self-Emptying Robot Vacuum for Pet Hair on Hard Floors, Roborock Q5 Max Plus Robot Vacuum with Self-Empty Dock. The Roborock Q5 Plus Robot Cleaner, with charging dock arrives with powerful 2,700 pascal suction, for cleaning hard floors and carpet. Its 2 5-liter dust bag in the dock will see you through an average of 7 weeks of vacuuming, without needing to be emptied manually. We could create no-go zones, adjust the suction power and send the vacuum back to the dock when needed. The robot uses the PreciSense LiDAR navigation system to map out your rooms in both 2D or 3D, but while this delivers an effective clean, we found that when toys and other household items were in the way, the robot became a little frantic and took a while to navigate the space. However, the robot proved easy to control remotely via the Roborock app on a smartphone and using Alexa voice control. To test how well the Roborock Q5 Pro Plus manages long hair and avoids tangles, we pit it against 0.3 grams of long hair. We lay the strands of the hair on the hardwood flooring and run the vacuum over it on the maximum suction power, completing 2 cleaning cycles. After cleaning, we check the floor for hair and the brush roll for tangles. In our long hair tests, the Roborock Q5 Pro Plus had only 23.3% long hair tangle by weight. This is 25.9% less long hair than the average of 49.2%, based on all of our long hair tests to date. The Q5 Pro Plus was able to remove all the hair from the testing surface, however, there was some hair tangled in the roller. The dual roller scored better than the testing average. It had tangled hair near the dual roller bearings and required removal after the cleaning cycle. Number 4. Best Self-Emptying Robot Vacuum for Pet Hair for Multiple Flooring Surfaces, eufy X8 Pro Robot Vacuum Self-Empty Station. The eufy Clean X8 Pro is a powerful robot vacuum cleaner that cleans brilliantly, right to the edges of the room. Its anti-tangle design is useful, preventing hairs from clogging up the brush roller. Mopping is basic, and there's no automatic carpet detection or avoidance, so those who need deeper hard floor cleaning may prefer an alternative. As with the older X8 Hybrid, the X8 Pro has eufy's twin turbine technology to increase suction power, delivering 2x 4,000 pascals of suction, double that of the X8 Hybrid. To see what this meant in the real world, I set up my standard tests. First, I sprinkled a teaspoon of flour onto my test carpet, and then let the robot do its job. After a single pass, most of the mess was gone, but there were areas of dust where the robot didn't quite manage to grab everything. After a second pass, pretty much everything was collected, showing that this robot can clean as well as models that cost a lot more. Moving on to the hard floor test, I sprinkled a teaspoon of flour in the middle of the floor. This proved no problem for the X8 Pro, and it collected everything with ease. For a more challenging test, I sprinkled a teaspoon of flour up against the kitchen plinth. I was impressed with the way that the X8 Pro moved, gently nudging against the plinth to bring its side sweeper brush into contact with the mess. It took 2 passes, but the dust removal was excellent. I tested the mop with a fresh mud stain. As there's no agitation, and the robot can't return to its dock to clean its pads, mopping is quite basic. At the end of 2 passes, set to maximum water flow, the mud was largely gone but the floor was still a little dirty. I think that the eufy X8 Pro is good for gentle mopping, but if you have quite dirty floors, such as because you have pets, then a robot that can agitate its mopping pad may be a better choice. Testing with human hair, I found that the X8 Pro picked up everything. Turning the robot over, there was a strand or 2 of hair left around it, but the detangle option in the app removed these. In terms of noise, I measured the eufy X8 Pro at 66 dB, which is in line with rival cleaners. That is, the robot is loud enough to hear, but not so loud that it's annoying. Battery life is rated at up to 120 minutes on the lowest suction mode. Even on the highest power mode, I found battery life more than good enough for the X8 Pro to tackle my downstairs floor. Navigation is very good, and the robot didn't fall down my small step or get itself stuck around the office chairs. It's a gentle robot when approaching obstacles, thanks to the sensor on the front, although the X8 Pro will not avoid smaller obstacles, such as pet mess or cables. Number 5. Eufy L60 Robot Vacuum with Self-Empty Station, Hair Detangling Technology. The Eufy L60 is an affordable, feature-packed robot vacuum that's great for people who need reliable cleaning of everything from pet hair to dust to small gravel. After letting the Eufy L60 map the room, it vacuums while it makes its first journey around your space. I opened the dustbin and found it mostly full, as pictured above. I chose this area first because I don't vacuum often, and there are multiple floor types. I also wanted to see how much dirt it picked up on a seemingly clean floor. I ran it again immediately after to see how it performed on a second run. Overall, that initial first run of my 400 square foot space took about an hour. The Eufy L60 uses its laser navigation to create efficient paths back and forth across your room in neat rows. It does one pass over each area unless you instruct it to make a second pass. This can be done in the app. I never experienced any clogging, and even after multiple consecutive cleans, the vacuum still picked up more dirt. In general, robot vacuums should be used to maintain your floors frequently, which is made easier by using their scheduling functionality. Performance between floor types varied. My main floor material is smooth cement and the easiest to visually detect dirt on. The L60 easily cleared this surface of small debris, such as dust, coffee grounds, and flour, pet hair, and most of the driveway gravel that I'd accidentally tracked in. The textured wood and carpet areas aren't as easy to see dirt, but I still noticed a huge visual difference in these surfaces after cleaning, particularly in areas where my dog hangs out, or I enter and exit the room, and underneath the countertop where I make coffee. Most of the visual coffee grounds and flour I placed on the floor were picked up by the robot vacuum. I was able to quickly wet a paper towel and clean the rest in seconds without needing to rerun the robot vacuum's cleaning cycle. I then did another pass on each individual surface type. The cement floor barely rendered any extra dirt, while the carpet still retained some dirt and hair, and the wood floor presented a tiny amount of additional dirt. This last test showed that the L60 handles smooth surfaces and wood floors better than carpet during the first and second cleaning passes.